Hey, what's up everyone? David Seven Skies here from the Seven Skies Mansion. This is my little baby. This is the Seven Skies studio. Today I'm actually packing because I'm going to Amsterdam tomorrow. It's everything is still in place, but I'm gonna steal a couple of things and bring in Amsterdam with me. But yes, this is my studio. This is where the magic happens. So let's start, because I mean there's a bunch of stuff over here. Not crazy, nothing super crazy, but I'm sure some of you are curious to know what is what. So let's start. This is the Jaypee 8000. This is a very famous synthesizer for making trance music. I don't use this much anymore because I don't really do trance much, but it's still a great synthesizer. I use it from time to time. It's super awesome for super saws and those type of sounds. Great for pads. Then I have this guitar. It's just like a cheap guitar. I don't even know how to play it, so it's nothing crazy. This is my UAD Apollo. This is the main sound card that I have in the studio, along with the other UAD. That is, this one is another Apollo. As you can see, there's a lot of cables down here. It's the studio is pretty new. I still have to fix a couple things. Cables being one of them. But yeah, then here we have the Access Virus, which is a great synthesizer, probably the best synthesizer ever made in recent times. But it's a bit of a pain in the butt to use, so it sounds great, but sometimes it's such a pain that I would rather use plugins than having to deal with this synthesizer. But it's a really dope synthesizer. Then I'm sure you guys are wondering, what speakers are those? These speakers are called the Eggs. They are from Moonrosonic. Really good speakers. They have like some sort of technology for like very clean sound and clean bass. They're pretty dope. I use them a lot, but I also use this little Genelec over here, which are called Genelec 8010, if I'm not mistaken. And those are really good as well. I switch between the two. Sometimes when I produce, I tend to use these little ones. When I mix and master, I tend to use those bigger ones. But depends. Sometimes I produce on those and I try to master on those. It really depends. Then over here we have my Game Boy, and then we have a Moog Minotaur, which is really good for basses. It's a very simple synthesizer, but really fat. 100% analog, really good. I don't use it that much because I just made this plugin, which is my own plugin that it's coming out very soon. It's a contact instrument. I'm super excited about it. It's called Get Low. It has a lot of analog synthesizer samples in it. So that are in here, but enough with self-promotion. I think that's enough. Then yes, we have that one. This one is the super famous Korg MS-20. This is, I think, from 1976, something like that. This thing is older than me. It's one of the craziest piece of hardware that I have in my studio. I don't use it much. I recorded the hell out of it and put it in my plugin, but I don't use it that much anymore because it's in my plugin. But it's such a big piece of history that, you know, I don't want to sell it. It has its own little corner. I think it looks great in the studio, so I want to have it there. I absolutely love it. Then I have a microphone. It's a Rode microphone. Then over here you see all the sound the sound, the acoustic stuff. These are absorbent panels. So basically, the sound, when the sound bounces here, it doesn't reflect, it gets absorbed. Obviously, not all the frequencies, but mostly like the mids and the highs. Well, these ones are reflection panels. So basically, what happens is that as the sound hits this panel, it gets scattered all over the place, and so it doesn't bounce back. It doesn't create reverbs. They're really good, and they always have to be sort of in line of your listening point. So as you can see, I sit here, and as you can see, there's the light that is lighting all the studio, by the way. There's one, and there's the other one. This is where you should put them. These are the most important ones, most important locations. Then I have another one up there, more sound absorption up in the roof, and this is pretty much it. This is my little studio. By the way, guys, I just released my new track, Once Upon a Time. Go check it out. It's on Spotify, Beatport, everywhere. Just go check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm very happy about this track, and funny enough, this track didn't start in this whole expensive studio. It was done on an iPhone. I mean, I started it there, and then obviously I imported it into Ableton Live. By the way, Ableton Live is what I use right now. There's not much because I was just doing little things, but Ableton Live is what I use to make music. But Once Upon a Time was started on an iPhone, on an app that's called Oxy. It's an app that I work for sometimes. So yeah, that's a proof. You don't need all of this to make a good track. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy this little super quick tour. I'm gonna keep packing, and I'm gonna go to Amsterdam. If you're at ADE, I'll probably see you there. And for me, David, Seven Skies. Bye bye. See ya.